Hello and welcome. Today's practice we're going to be focusing on Ahisma, which is one of the yamas in yoga. So Ahisma stands for non-harming. So for this practice, the focus is going to be on non-harming of yourself, right? So mental, physical, not beating yourself down for your practice, not beating yourself down for where you are today, using props where you need to, meeting yourself where you're at on your mat. So let's just start seated, bringing hands to the knees, gently closing your eyes, releasing your shoulders away from your ears, starting to come into a nice, easy, slow breath. So as we move through this practice, I'm going to ask that you don't try to change what your body is feeling. Let yourself feel it, but adjust as you need to, as to not cause yourself any harm or any pain. Just slowing your breath. Allowing yourself to release any negative thoughts that maybe you're holding on to from earlier in the day. Maybe some thoughts you might have about yourself that may not be quite positive. Allow yourself to release that with every exhale. Maybe even watching those words, those thoughts, just blow away on your breath. Maybe starting to replace those thoughts with some positive ones. So bringing a positive thought, maybe about yourself, to the front of your mind. Maybe picking one positive attribute, something that you love. There's got to be one thing. Holding that in the front of your mind and taking a nice big inhale, sealing that in. And as you exhale, let's push forward into our tabletop. And we're going to tuck the toes right away. Come into your downward facing dog. Again, still early, non-harming, no pain, right? So move this around a little bit. Maybe pedal your feet out. Maybe keep a nice bend in those knees because we're still just kind of warming up. If any thoughts come into your mind that maybe don't serve you right now, come back to that positive thought we said at the beginning of the class here. And start to walk your feet up to meet your hands. So again, holding here in your forward fold, but you might still need time to warm up before you can straighten those legs. So find that bend in the knees. Grab a block if you want. Bring it to the top of your mat. Use that for some support. Let the head and the shoulders relax. Maybe let your belly rest right on your thighs because your bend in your knees is so deep. Just breathe. So keeping the knees bent, we're going to roll one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Your head is the last thing to come up. Roll them back one more time. Good. Finding your mountain pose, we're going to run through one sun salutation and we're going to modify here. So taking it down a level, not pushing ourselves. Let's inhale all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Again, nice deep bend in those knees if you need it. Inhale, halfway lift. You have the option to use your block. And fold. Step it back to your plank. From here, we're going to drop the knees nice and easy. Take knees, chest, chin. Come all the way down. Lift the head and the shoulders up to your cobra. And then tuck back to downward facing dog. Good. Again, walk those feet up to meet your hands. Bending those knees still if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. Maybe roll them back one more time. Good, let's step that right foot back, all 10 toes pointing forward. We're just gonna come into a pyramid pose. Again, grab onto that block. Inhale, arms to the sky. Let's swan dive down into this, folding over. Again, maybe you use that block for support. Maybe you keep a micro bend in those knees. As you focus on your breath, bringing that positive thought, that positive intention back to the front of your mind. Good. Slowly roll yourself up. Maybe take your block with you. Let's just windmill over to the other side. Inhale, lengthen first, and then find your fold. Use that block for some support. Allow the head and the shoulders to completely relax. You shouldn't be feeling any pain here. If you're feeling pain, come off that a little bit. Just one more breath here. Slowly rolling up out of that. Turning back to the front of your mat, coming into your nice strong mountain pose. Let's take one more big breath together. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste.